Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, students. Welcome to Grow Big School online classes. I hope you all are well by the grace of God. As for me, I'm fine too. So, dear students, many of you didn't send me your PW until I messaged you myself. So, please, when I give you a date, you should try to submit your PWs within the limit time. Okay? So, today is 29th April. And whatever work I'll give you today, by the end of this class, you will be submitting that work before 5 May. Clear? Okay. Children, we have completed our 2 chapters. Okay. And I hope you remember the names of the 2 chapters. The first one was Green Plants, the food producer. The second chapter was Adaptations for Survival in Plants. We have learned about plants more in the last 2 chapters. So, dear children, today I am going to begin a new chapter, a new lesson, and we are going to study about animals. So, today's lesson's name is lesson number 3, Reproduction in Animals. Okay. So, as you know, animals can live happily all their lives. Okay, growing, eating, moving around. But you know, children, but if they don't produce more of their own kind, they will have nobody to represent them in future. Means, अगर उनके जैसा कोई और एनिमल नहीं होगा, तो आगे उन्हें वो एक्सटिंक्ट बन जाएंगे, वो खत्म हो जाएंगे, कोई याद नहीं रखेगा कि ये कोई एनिमल था. जैसे कि nowadays now at present dinosaurs are an extinct. डायनासोर एनिमल जो है वो अब एक्सटिंक्ट बन गया है, क्योंकि वो अब मौजूद नहीं है. It was in earlier very many years back that animal was to be found, but now it has become an extinct, means we cannot see it now. So you know, it is very important for the animals to produce more of their own kind. So we are going to learn about reproduction in animals. Let's start. Living beings have ability to reproduce and produce more of their own kind. That's what I said. Okay. Reproduction is the process by which new living beings resembling the parents are produced. You know, children, in human beings, when a baby is born, okay, we always say, this baby is just like her mother. Her eyes are like her mother. Her color is like her father. So, like, the baby resembles the parents. Okay, that is what we mean, but that is what reproduction is, the process by which new living beings resembling the parents are produced. Okay. Animals that give birth to offsprings. Okay, animals that gives birth to offsprings. Okay, there are 2 methods of reproduction. One is by laying eggs, and the other is by giving birth to the young ones. So, and you know, children, laying eggs means who gives eggs? Birds, right? Reptiles, correct? Amphibians also, they lay eggs. So the one method of reproducing babies, okay, is laying eggs, and the second one is giving birth to the young ones. Animals that give birth to the young ones are called mammals. So we are going to learn first about mammals. Mammals कौन होते हैं? Mammals are the animals who give birth to young ones, जो young ones को birth देते हैं. ठीक है? Just like, for example, lion gives birth to a cub. See the baby of the lion, right? It's a mammal. It's a mammal. Mammal, as I'm telling you repeatedly, that mammals give birth to the young ones. So lion gives birth to a cub. Same way, a dog gives birth to a puppy. Correct? Okay. Another example is of a cow. Cow gives birth to a calf. Even cow is a mammal because it's giving a birth to a baby calf, right? तो जितने भी एनिमल्स हैं वो जो बर्थ देते हैं छोटे बेबीज को उन्हें हम मैमल्स कहते हैं ओके एंड देन वी ह्यूमन बीइंग्स right give birth to a small baby. So let us learn about the features of mammals, some special features. Okay, so animals that give birth to their young ones are called mammals, and you know mammals have these features. And what are they? They have a highly developed brain. First important point, they have a developed brain. Their bodies are covered with hair and fur to keep them warm. They maintain constant body temperature despite changing climatic conditions. And that's why they are called warm-blooded animals. Mammals look after their young ones properly. Mammals जो होते हैं वो छोटे बेबीज का बहुत ख्याल रखते हैं. So they look after their young ones very carefully and properly. They feed them with their own milk. They clean them. They keep them warm and important, they protect them from enemies and climatic conditions. Okay, so these are the features about the mammals who give birth to their young ones. You know the process by which, as I've explained you earlier in just now, the process by which living things produce their offspring is known as reproduction. Okay, the process by which living things produce their offsprings, मतलब living things जो अपने ही जैसा एक बेबी को बर्थ देते हैं उस प्रोसेस को हम रिप्रोडक्शन कहते हैं. ओके, लाइफ वुड नॉट हैव एग्जिस्टेड ऑन अर्थ इफ living beings did not reproduce. Do you understand? लाइफ नहीं होती, जिंदगी नहीं होती अर्थ पर अगर ह्यूमन बीइंग्स या लिविंग बीइंग्स रिप्रोड्यूस ना करते. Okay, now as I have told you that there are two methods. First was of your first method was grouped was birth giving birth to their offsprings and those that lay eggs by laying eggs. So now we'll be learning about the animals, okay, that reproduce by laying eggs, and they are called egg laying animals. Okay, they are called egg laying animals. Insects, amphibian, fish, birds, and reptiles are called egg-laying animals. These animals reproduce by laying eggs. You know, children, these insects, these amphibians, fishes, birds, and reptiles, they lay eggs and they sit on the eggs to keep them warm. And then finally, a baby is hatched out of those eggs. Okay, so they reproduce by laying eggs. That's why they are called egg-laying animals. And egg-laying animals are also called oviparous animals. What are they called? Oviparous animals. Okay, and so let us learn about the structure of an egg. You know, the egg-laying animals include birds, as I've told you just now in my previous slide I've shown you, amphibians, aquatic animals, insects, and reptiles. Okay. You know, these animals lay eggs and keep them warm in a warm place or sit on them to keep the eggs warm. The eggs hatch after maturing and the babies come out of them. Okay. So eggs are very, very important in reproduction. Okay. In reproducing. So let us study the structure of an egg. Let us study the structure of an egg. Can you see the picture here of the egg? Okay, so we will divide this. I'll show you the parts of this. The first one is the outermost part of an egg. Okay, the outermost part of an egg is called eggshell. What it is called? The outermost part of the egg is called eggshell. Okay. Then inside the eggshell there is a white jelly-like substance called albumin. Inside the shell there is a white jelly-like substance called albumin. Okay. Then the innermost part of the egg is the yellow colored yolk. The yellow colored part inside the albumin is called the yolk. What it is called, children? It's called yolk. Okay. So these are the three important parts of the structure of the egg. Now listen. An egg has a thin but hard outer covering called the eggshell. Okay? It protects its inner soft parts. What is the function of that? It protects the inner soft parts. Even when there is an embryo developing, a baby is developing inside that egg. Okay, so that hard outermost cover, outermost layer, eggshell, is a protection. It gives the protection to the developing embryo. Okay. Then inside the eggshell there is an albumin. The albumin is a white jelly-like substance that is rich in proteins. Okay. Now the last part, okay, the egg yolk. आप सबने एग देखा है ना? जब आप ऑमलेट बनाते हैं, मम्मा ऑमलेट बनाती हैं, उसको ब्रेक करते हैं तो उसमें व्हाइट और येलो दोनों पार्ट दिखाई देते हैं, है ना? और जो आपका एग का छिलका होता है, दैट इज योर शेल, एग शेल, है ना? सो द येलो पार्ट, द एग, इट इज कॉल्ड yolk. The egg yolk is the inner yellow part of the egg. It is rich in fats, proteins, vitamins, and minerals. Now this yolk consists of all these major components of food. Okay, and they are fats, proteins, vitamins, and minerals. It provides food to the growing baby or embryo. Okay, it provides food to the growing baby or embryo. And you know, inside that yolk lies an embryo which later develops into a chick. I'll be explaining you how the cycle goes on, but inshallah in my next class. Okay, so this much you have to learn and study. Read the chapter, read this much part of the lesson, study it well, try to understand how what I have explained. Okay, and as an homework, as a PW, I would like you to practice drawing structure of an egg, and second is find out about a bird which doesn't lay eggs. Okay, children. So that was all for the class today. Inshallah, we'll be next. Inshallah, one more. let me give you one more instruction. Kindly complete your PW and send it before 5 May. Okay. And I'll be waiting for the PWs. Complete it soon and send. And everybody should post me the homework. Okay. Thank you so much. See you in the next class. Bye bye. बहुत छोटी हुई है मुझे लग रहा है आज